few of the local schools really pushing actually the hardest. Now that there's some more schools, from all over the country, how much is location really going to play a factor in a big city?
Location isn't a factor. My father wants me to go far. My mom wants me to stay close. I'm not a homesick type of kid. I can go places days without seeing my parents. It's just, I be around my father so much. Been annoyed so much, always talking and everything that sometimes I wouldn't mind being away from it. So being far away or being close, it wouldn't change anything. It wouldn't change my view on the coaches or the programs.
Why does your father want you to go far?
He just wants me to get out. That's his thing. He loves Illinois. He loves Syracuse. He loves the East Coast schools by far. Those are definitely his top contenders. But he feels though as people are going to be distractions or a lot of factors that add on to it. So we see how it goes. We have our moments where we disagree on each other for schools, but that's how it is.
Kentucky offered you in the spring. Have they stayed in contact with you since then?
Yeah, in fact, I think they are beginning to call a lot more and text a lot more towards my father. Keep in contact with me, and it's a lot different. At first, it was a little slow, but now it's they're calling almost every other day.
What's their message to you?
Just you're beginning to be our priority. We got a lot hoping to have 6 players going to Kentucky. And, just to fight for my spot if I was to go there, that's definitely a blessing to get a scholarship from them. And, you gotta appreciate everything that you get.
What's your impression about them as a program? What do you think about Kentucky?
They're a high-profile school. In and out NBA players every other year by far. And they're just a high-ranking program. No one thinks of Kentucky as like a low-D1 school. When you hear of Kentucky, I got an offer from Kentucky. The newspaper wrote an article about it. When I got an article, I didn't get no other article when I got an offer from everyone else. But it just shows how high-profile they are compared to everyone else.
You mentioned they might be beginning to make you a priority. What schools are now? Do you get the sense that you're really their guy in this class?
Villanova, of course. Syracuse, Virginia, Miami, and Arizona's beginning to call a lot more too. So it's a lot of different schools, that I really can't even name as of right now. But they're all working their hardest to, letting me know what it is and the ins and outs of the school and how I would fit in.
At this point, you've picked up almost all the offers there are to get. Are there any other schools though that maybe haven't offered yet that are in contact with you and are recruiting you right now?
Not that I know of, honestly. My head coach from high school, he's talking about UNC, but I don't believe it until I hear it myself. So I'm not going to say any schools or that I don't know and do know. So not as of right now.
Thanks a lot.